Hi guys, Dave here. This is part 2 of the layout rebuild. As you can see, I got the backdrop up a little bit. This came in from England. It only took about 7 days to get here, so I was pretty impressed. I didn't want to bore you guys. There's tons of videos out there of everybody putting their backdrops up and everything. And also I've got one of the partitions made for the forms for the table that we're going to be putting up today. And what I did, I don't know if you can see here, is I drew a red line underneath the backdrop. That's a 1/2 inch. Okay, that's the size of the top. So I'm going to put the table below that around, and then this one here is coming out right here. It's going to be right here because that right there is going to be the bench for the DCC system. And I also put in a logic rail clock that we're going to use, a fast clock. That's also on the new layout. I have that up there. So I will show you how I go about putting my table up with one person. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so what I'm doing here is I'm making myself a couple of forms. These here are the legs from the old table. Okay, these are going to be the legs for the new table. I will add this in the video also, and all I'm using is the bottom piece with the adjustable feet. So I'll show you how I made these. But that, I'm going to make 2 of those forms, and then I rest that on it, and because it has the adjustable feet, I can move it up and down to get it on there and then screw it to the wall. Stay tuned. Okay, so now we're going to put this together. What I do is just take this block, put it right here because I'm cutting this off anyhow. It's going to get cut because I'm only using the bottom piece. And then these are just filler boards for inside for strength and everything, so they have a couple extra screw holes in it. It's no big deal. This one all the way out to the end. Okay, and that's one of the boards. Stick this one in the back. Gonna move a couple pieces here. Now we'll make the other one. trying to find one with no holes in it because that's where I put okay, and now we got this in. So now just make this a little bit tighter because it is moving a little bit. You don't really want that. Okay, there we go. Little bit. Okay, so now let's stick it on up there. You can see the other one. Now it's going to take this. Take this. Sorry I'm blocking your view, but yes, I have it way too freaking high. So we are going to have to bring it down, oh, quite a bit. But now, because I do this, one person can take care of this. So now you got one person that can do and hold the whole board up. So let me get it adjusted. You don't need to see me adjusting it. What I'm gonna do is take those legs and screw them in, and until we bring it down to that line, and then we'll secure it right to the wall, and we'll show you that. So stay tuned. So now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but that foot is all the way in. It's touching the bottom. And that did not move. So looks like what I'm going to have to do is take these end pieces right here, move them down, and then secure them once that goes down where I need it, and then do the same thing on the other side. So be right back again. Okay guys, and we're back. I have a leg there and a leg there temporarily. Now we're going to level it and secure it. So let's see what happens here. I got to get myself in there. Get myself in here. Take a look at the level. Level right where we want it. See, we got tight quarters to work in, and sometimes it don't work that way. this one. And that, guys and girls, is how I do my tables. Now, I don't like the legs to be right up against the bottom. So, if you can see here, if I can zoom in, that is right up against the top. So, I'm going to put a line on it, take it into the garage, cut it, make it the length I want, and then that'll be the length for all of them. Until now, guys, thanks for watching this. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And this is part 2 of the new layout. Have a great day. Okay, guys, I figured I'd add in how I put the legs on. Now you can see I temporarily got one on this side to make it level so I can get this one set up, and then I'm going to paint the legs black, so this is only going to be a temporary thing. So first I drilled a little pilot hole on the side I want to drill it on, and then I use carriage bolts to hold it together, and then I have a little drilled a pilot hole, so there. It would help if I sped up the drill a little bit so we can get through. One thing I learned from the other one is do it without the top on. It's a heck of a lot easier. Now what I do is I take a spade and I go just a little bit so I can bury the head of the bolt. Too much. A little bit more than that. And now we try it. That helped if I knew where I put everything. Put the bolt through. And then as I pull it through, as it goes through, it will this way here when I put the fascia on, there'll be nothing here, and then I'll just bang it with the hammer and get it to go through. And that is how Dave's Model Railroad does his legs. So with that, please like, subscribe, and comment. This is Dave's Model Railroad saying have a good day. Okay guys, and we're back. Right now I'm going to show you how I make my legs. As you can see, right there, let's zoom in a little bit here. I have a leg. Okay. And what I did is I took some old scrap pieces from the old layout and I'm cutting them up. So what I did is on the old layout I use these, I believe they're 2x2s for legs, a little wobbly, and then I put adjusters on them. So what I did is I took those, put this back here so I don't get confused. I took those and I made, I don't know if I have any laying around. So I took those big long pieces and I made these. Left the adjusters in them. Made these little, for a little bit of strength. Okay. And then I took a 1x2, and then this one here is the 1x2. This one here is a 1x3 that I had from the old layout, and put them together. Okay, so I'll show you how I did that. So, just taking the, of course, Gorilla Glue, Gorilla Wood Glue. Just run a bead right down it. Right on down the end. Get this, make sure that I put all the stuff from the old layout on the inside so you don't see it. Line it up. Glue it all on. Flip it. Make sure everything is even here. Got to start at this end. The wood's a little bit warped. You know how you get wood nowadays. It's always perfectly straight. Always. Clamp it together down there. Clamp it together over here. Okay. And then use all the clamps we can get because, like I said, it's a little warped. Clamps it all the way. All kinds of clamps. We got Z clamps. We got the Stanley clamps. And we just get it all glued together. And also it comes out halfway decent. And then I usually let this sit for 24 to 48 hours with my work schedule. Depends on if I can get down here. Today's Wednesday. Might not be able to get back down here till Saturday, so this will be good and cured by then. And the wood that's underneath that I'm using as a table is going to be part of the where the upper level goes as I cut it all out, and we'll get into that later. So now this will just sit here and cure. I call it curing, it's just hardening. And now what I do is I have one more step that I do just to be safe. I'm missing the drill. Oh, here it is. Okay, we got it. Okay. Now this one has sat for a while. It's all cured and everything. So now, you can see it's all glued, secured. So now what I do is take the drills. I always like using two. Just a lot easier than so what I do now is, just every just for good measure, I've been using these. They are G Arcade Uber Grade Star. It comes with it, and since this is only pine, they bury themselves right in. I'll show you. They just bury themselves right into the wood, and then see, now you can't even see it. Then what I do is I'll show you in another video. I go over all the holes, and I use joint compound, and the joint compound seems to work pretty good. I get a little anal sometimes, and I like to have all the screws in a row. I don't know. Once I cover them with the putty and everything, you can't tell, but I'll know, and I'll know that I didn't put them right in line with everything. So now I know that they all lined up. I just do the pilot holes so that I don't split the wood. And it makes it look nicer once you paint it. I like using gloss black only because in this way it doesn't draw the attention to the legs when they're the neutral wood color. Zinc. Put them right in there now. Actually, I think I have to make another video because I do believe that my joint is no good, and I gotta get a new bucket. So, I don't know. I'll try. Maybe we'll just make this video where I do show you how I cover up all these holes. I think it's pretty ingenious. Just at the time, I couldn't find my putty knife. but now I think I did. What I did before is I took this, your all-purpose joint compound, and then used this and did it. But now I think I did find my putty knife, and I think we can go with that from here on out. So just hang with me 1 second. I think I know where I saw. Sorry, that noise in the background. It's my hot water tank and or my cat. The cat snuck down here because she wants to be away from the dog. I've had the dog a little bit over just about a year now, and she hates him. She was here first. That's the way she thinks about it, and we go from there. So now, what I did, because now I found the putty knife, I just took this, stuck it in the joint compound, and then just went over the holes. Then a quick sanding afterwards, and you'll never know they're there. But now that I have a putty knife, I can use that. It's a little bit better, easier, quicker, however you want to say it. Just cover them up. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to have a curtain too, so it doesn't have to be real perfect. Let me tell you, now that I found the putty knife, this is a heck of a lot faster than it was when I didn't have the putty knife. So just cover them up. And we just keep it right on going. And then a little quick sand. Sand job once this hardens, again 24 to 48 hours. Normally I would do more than one, but work schedule got in the way this week and I was only able to have that one, and I said, hey, well, I got it like this, let me put it on the video. So, and that's it. And just a quick clean and putty knife. So that's it. And then the next video will be getting this all, sanded down, paint it, And so it goes from, let me do it where you guys can see. So we go from this with all the clamps to this to that, and then of course we bolt them right in, and that's it for the legs. So stay tuned for the next episode. Hi guys, Dave back, Dave's Model Railroad. As you can see now, I'm starting to do the radiuses, and it didn't come out right the first time, so I had to redo it. Sorry, that was my dog. This is the new one. This one here where the track is on is I went 32 and 29 with 30 going down the middle, and now I can get a nice radius going there. This one I did 30 and 28, and when it got over to the middle there, it was way off. So this is probably going to be good for my 28-inch radius on the inside. Gonna have to wait and find out, but this is going to be, and then you can see it goes all the way over, and it's going to go all the way around to that side there, and then it'll be equal on both sides. All I did with these, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces out of a 2-foot by 4-foot sheet of 1/2-inch plywood, because that's what I was going to make the radiuses with. And then of course this side here is going to go up, so on the back side it'll all meet. The only thing I have to worry about is, as you can see, I don't know if you can, I'm going to try and get it in there. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here I cut it so they would meet, and it didn't work. Now here I'm just lining up the outside, and I have this little V. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take scrap that's down there on the floor, cut it out, put it in, and put it together so I can have it go. I mean, it's 1/2 inch, so it's not really going to bow because these will be all connected together. But that's where we stand right now, and hopefully we'll be able to get this thing going. So stay tuned.